from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Well, this year is different too because Labor Day is so late, so I think that makes a big difference.
Normally, the first day of school for all Minnesotans falls after Labor Day, but new this year, several area districts began classes today, while others like DGF still have a week to go before bells ring, and yet fall sports are well underway. Thanks for joining us.
And with students already booked most of the days of a week with practices and games, why wait to start classes? Valley News Team's Bradford Eric finds out what you think about the late start.
This week's DGF athletic schedule: 4 football games, 2 varsity volleyball matches, and a varsity cross-country meet. They're nearly a month into the fall sports season, and the first class hasn't even started.
Well, this debate on early school start goes back way before this year. In fact, I've probably dealt with this issue for the last 10 years.
Representative Paul Marquardt, also a high school teacher, says the debate rages between the tourism industry and the state fair and the school districts every year.
What we're hearing is that about 1/3 of the school districts decided to go early.
Representative Marquardt says when the legislature finally made the decision to allow districts to start early this year, it was already too late for many districts to change their calendar.
The kids, they don't have a summer.
Carla Johnson owns a business in Pelican Rapids, and near the end of every summer, she's impacted because of school and practice schedules.
They're still working some, but their practices cut their days, in half.
Another reason she says late starts don't make the grade: it's still really hot out.
Having these games in even in 90-degree weather, that's not healthy either.
While some students try to hang on to the last few rays of summer, others are already hitting the books and the gridiron. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
The superintendent at DGF says the district did not want to start after Labor Day this year or have so many athletic events before the start of classes. But the district is contractually bound to set the upcoming school calendar by April 1st, well before the legislature made its ruling.
Students are back in school. Congress is heading back to the Capitol, and the Department of Education wants lawmakers to double-check their work on education reform. Various education-related bills are expected to be placed on President Obama's desk, including House and Senate appropriations bills crafted earlier this summer that would severely cut funding for preschool grants. The Department of Education is also worried about Senate and House bills that would reauthorize the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. Education Secretary Arne Duncan called the House version bad for children and said the Senate's version, Every Child Achieves, doesn't go enough in education equality. Now, Senator Lamar Alexander spearheaded the bill and said back in July that it appropriately gives education control to the states.
We're a classroom teacher, a parent, a local school board member. We want to make the decisions about standards, about curriculum, about bullying, about discipline.
Now, there is no exact date set for these bills to reach the president. Lawmakers hope Congress can produce something by Thanksgiving.
If you like the heat, it's a great day to be outside. Otherwise, you might want to stay indoors. Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson to see if it's going to cool off anytime soon. Hutch?
Thank you so much, Mike. We do have the heat with us. Most of the clouds and showers to the south in southwestern Minnesota. These are drifting toward the I-94 corridor heading into your evening. Temperatures remain in the mid to upper 80s for many. Lakes Country low 80s. Just gorgeous weather this evening, albeit a little on the warm side. We will dip down into the 70s once we approach sunset. Quiet winds and a quiet night of weather. It does look like more heat will be with us for the next several days. And as we approach the holiday weekend, we'll have to dodge a few showers and storms. I'll have all the details on that here in a moment.
A lot of folks interested in that.
You bet.
All right, thanks, Hutch. 2 women have been arrested in a meth bust in northwestern Minnesota. Kristen Valley and Devon Passa of Red Lake Falls have both been charged with possession of meth. Unfortunately, they're the latest statistics in a problem that affects the entire region. In Minnesota, nearly 40% of all arrests are connected to meth. Many people cannot kick the habit and become repeat offenders who wind up in prison. In Polk County, they have a drunk driving court in place to help treat people with alcohol addictions.
The person comes in and pleads guilty, and they receive less time, jail time up front, in return for a high level of supervision on the backside. So they're subject to more probation supervision on the backside, and then they're subject to coming into court every 2 weeks.
Widseth adds the DUI court has been effective, but he says they simply don't have the resources to start a drug court, a deal with folks who have meth addictions. Only 22 of Minnesota's 87 counties have established drug courts through state and federal funding.
Moorhead police have released the name of the 23-year-old man believed to have died from an apparent drug overdose. His name is Jordan Larry. Officers were called to a home in the 700 block of 22nd Avenue South just before 8 this morning on a medical call. Larry was already dead when emergency crews arrived. Police say it appears drugs were involved, but say an autopsy will confirm the cause of death, and heroin was also found in the home. Well, the University of North Dakota and the Grand Forks Police Departments are investigating an assault. Police say a male student not from UND was assaulted at the Lambda Chi Alpha fraternity house Sunday morning. Reports say the assault involved comments about the victim's sexual orientation. If you have any information about this assault, call the UND Police Department.
A life-saving medicine many people may use might not always work in an emergency. Just days ago, emergency officials say a woman was stung by a bee near Holly, Minnesota. She was injected with an EpiPen, but it didn't work because it was expired. A Sanford doctor says EpiPens are good for 1 year, and due to the expiration date stamped on it, you need to follow that. There's also a window that shows you the fluid. The fluid should be clear, not cloudy, or have flakes inside. The doctor says the medicine still does work in the EpiPens past the expiration for a few months, but the amount is variable.
If they think somebody's truly having anaphylaxis, use the medicine, even if it's expired, because it may be the only thing that saves their life.
Cleveland adds that there are epinephrine injectors for adults and children, and that anyone can be given the medicine. A local expert says the amount of attention given to missing people is creating fear in the community. We've reported on multiple runaway teens this week who were found close to home and within days.
The Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson shows us the downside to this phenomena.
Searching for anything that you possibly can and reaching for anything that you can.
There's no question Facebook is a tool that's helped many loved ones return home. Thousands share posts of missing kids, hundreds like posts of missing teens and adults.
And just knowing that there's someone out there that's willing to help and knowing that there's others that are going to share your cause.
We have told you about Aubrey Miller in the past, creator of the North Dakota Lost and Missing Facebook page. She lost her uncle in 2013 after he went missing.
We searched high and low and tried to think of anything possible we could do. And there was just no resources out there.
While many say social media has saved lives, there could be a downside.
When you see it for the, 5th time in a week on a Facebook page, then it's no big deal to people anymore.
Criminal justice professor Kevin Thompson says contrary to popular belief, a very small percent of those reported missing are actually in danger.
There's a lot more fear and anxiety out there. So when a 15-year-old goes missing, right away, people's greatest fear is that person has been a victim of a serial killing, or they've, fallen victim or prey to some kind of stranger crime.
Thompson says an overload of faces plastered on milk cartons, billboards, plastic bags, and now your news feed could be causing more fear.
It's pain that you would never wish on anyone to go through.
For Miller, she says she's doing what she can to help the community. Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Now, if you want to join the North Dakota Lost and Missing Facebook page, you can. Log on to valleynewslive.com and click on the hot button.
A big day in Lakes Country today. The Detroit Lakes Pavilion is 100 years old, and that's where thousands of meetings, weddings, and concerts have been held. Famous bands include the Yardbirds, the Unbelievable Uglies, and even Eric Clapton has performed there. The Becker County Historical Society and Museum says they're helping celebrate this milestone while thinking forward about building a new museum. The museum will be launching its campaign to fundraise $3.2 million during the Pavilion 100-year anniversary event. Now, for more information, go to our website, valleynewslive.com, and look for this story under the Valley Today tab.
It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for our weekly restaurant report card. Tune in to Valley News Live 10 at 10 tonight. Valley News team's Christine Stanwood will be in Fargo and reveals which restaurants need to clean up their act and which one will be awarded the Clean Plate Award.
Had your filling of news yet? Later on Valley News Live at 6. Quite a sight today at church on a 30-mile move. What's needed to get it on a solid foundation?
Sizzling hot, high temperatures today. Hit 90 degrees in Fargo-Moorhead. More heat for our work week. I'll have details on that and tell you when storms return to your forecast right after this.